Good afternoon. Another beautiful day up here in the mountains of Colorado. Today I wanted to share a little moment that happened just before my walk during lunch that I thought was kind of interesting to explore. I was sitting there listening to a video by Meet Kevin. He's a finance YouTuber, talks about the news and politics and um, the markets and stuff like that. And he was talking about something about the conflict in the Middle East right now. Something like Iran is thinking about sending missiles to Israel and how that's going to affect U.S. markets and global conflicts and whatever. Anyways, I was eating my salad, listening to this, sitting on the other side of this van, looking out at the view, which why don't I just show don't tell. So I'm sitting here looking at this, and I kind of zoned out for like a second there while I was eating, and my mind came back to the present from listening to this, what Kevin was talking about. I was just looking out, and I was like, I did one of those like zoom outs where I was like, I'm sitting here in the mountains of Colorado, eating my lunch in a lawn chair. It's a beautiful day. There is not a cloud in the sky. Sun is shining. Like, where's the conflict? You know? And it was a reminder to me that yes, there are things happening outside of your own bubble, but for your own mental sanity, remember that life is right here in the present. And I suppose I should recognize the privilege that I have to be out here, um, which I am very grateful. But I'm hoping that this message is somewhat um, I lost the word, like resonates with others, with you. That there's sometimes when you're watching the news or you're hearing about a conflict somewhere else, but your life in the present, like you have a home and you have groceries and you have water and you can walk outside and you know your neighbor and like you say hi to your neighbor and it's like I was thinking about this on my walk. 100, 200 years ago, you never heard about anything else except for what was happening in your local community and maybe something that you read in the newspaper. And from my understanding, we are designed, the humans are designed for a local community. They're designed to, in other words, they're not designed to handle conflicts that are happening around the entire globe. And so, anyway, it was just a reminder to me that it was like, bring it back to the present. You're okay. You're going to be okay. And I know, or the reason I listen to Meet Kevin is because uh, what happens particularly in the markets, is influential towards me. And so I was thinking, I may be out here um, mostly far from civilization, but I'm not that far from civilization. Um, I did want to kind of think through. As I was walking, I was just thinking, like, if something were to happen, a war, a bomb, something, like whatever it may be, I'm not a doomsday prepper, but I was just thinking, like, along the same lines of we're designed for our local community. I don't know how to phrase that in a better way. Hopefully, you understand what I'm talking about. Like, we are, someone threw the number out that we we can at most, um, what's the right word, handle 150 people, like what's going on in their lives and acquaintances and friends and whatever, and that's like the perfect group for your tribe, for your local community. But anyways, I was like, my electricity is powered from the sun. I'm not on the grid. My water, I mean, I have to fill it up somewhere, but my water is not on the grid. I have to get it from the grid every week or so. I get my internet from satellites. I have enough food for usually like a week, eating well. I'm not eating rice and beans, but and I can just drive anywhere. It's still, every time I think about it, van life just continues to warp my mind in a good way, like blow my mind. Like this is crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna be honest. It's actually crazy to be out here. Oh, I was gonna say, uh, yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, my phone lost cell signal pretty much all day. And I was trying to like come up with some story, or my brain was trying to come up with some story as to why that would happen. Because it was fine. I had cell signal, um, the days before that. I was like, it's as if whoever was in charge turned it on for the weekend, and then coincidentally at the same time, like, it was kind of packed here, Friday night, Saturday night, and then started to like taper out Sunday, and now it's just like a handful of people here. Uh, and I was like, I bet whoever was in charge, turned it off for the week and turns it on during the weekend. Whatever, stupid idea. But whatever the reason, I didn't have cell signal, and yet I still had high speed internet. Like that, it's insane. It's literally insane. So anyway, um, oh, the other thing I was going to mention, besides like electricity's from the sun, um, my water is in a tank, but I fill it up on the grid, and I need to buy groceries from a town. Um, and along that same vein of like what's going on in your actual life right now, like your community right now. I was like, you know, those people right there, like they seem pretty nice. I've walked by, I've said hi to them a couple times. So it's like, I know that if something were to happen, I could go over there. I mean, I don't think they're there right now, but um, I could. asked for some help. And so it's like, anyway, it was just a weird moment, like zooming out, this craziness, recession and Middle East conflict and jobs market is going to shit and whatever, and it's like zoom out and it's like I'm sitting here in the middle of the mountains of Colorado eating my lunch. It's a beautiful day, and went for a walk this morning. Went for a walk this afternoon. The views here are insane. We're starting to lose some leaves here. So I was fortunate enough to basically time peak colors perfectly last week, and just getting work done. Started a new book yesterday. Gonna go for a workout today. Like, and it's not to diminish what's going on in other parts of the world, but at the same time, we we can't physically, mentally handle all of this. Like, we're not designed for it, you know? So anyway, let me get back to work. See you tomorrow.